And today, let's automate order finally, so I can finally get the input proxy. If everything is working, it should be working. Okay. And there we are. Okay. Come on. Give it a moment to load. Okay. Okay. So, replacement for the waterline will be here. Yeah, finally. Bobston. Here. Now, baryonic 2 and 3. Don't know why I got only 3 stacks of those. But whatever. I can get this one down to ground, probably. Here. Alright. That's going to be where I will be placing my water plant, and then we can start automating it. Let's quickly in everything. I should get the catalyst crafting. Come on. 25 blocks at a time. Okay, completed. I'm not sure on how I will automate this. Probably will do the same thing way I did last season. It worked pretty nice, so we'll do the same thing of last season probably. But I'm going to need the catalysts. No, wait, that's not it. The TPF way is the first way. Okay, this one. Okay, up, down, strange, top, no, charm, bottom, and okay, those are the 6 catalysts. I'm going to craft those, and then I will see the automation. All of those can go in here somewhere. It's a no circuit recipe. This one I'm going to do those in here. That requires resplendent. I should have. Okay, I do. We'll want at least. Oh, I think it's 3 per type. 1, 2, 3, 6. Yeah, I'm going to start with 3 per type. 3 of those. 3 yellow, 3 orange, and 3 of those. Okay, it will take a little bit to craft all of those, but I can prepare everything else. Okay. Follow. Isn't the waterline very slow? You can set the parallel as high as you want. Once you build the water line, to get more water, all you have to do is change the parallel. And you just set here how much. You can just do that, and it's going to do 10 millions at a time every 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes to complete the mini game. Once it's done, it will process as much as you put in there. Now, let's start from the output. And also baryonic here. The output hatch, I'm going to use the ME output hatch. Thing is that once the correct sequence is identified, you should stop inserting catalyst to save infinity. Now it says every 20 ticks consumes all catalyst in the input bus. The base cost of inserting is 1 ingot of infinity. For every duplicate occurrence of an insert catalyst in this sequence, the cost is doubled. So that will skyrocket, probably. I do remember the sequence being like more or less 18 catalysts. I may be misremembering. We'll show how I calculated this sequence, but I don't even know if it is the best sequence. I'm going to show it again. Last season I had issues streaming. But more or less I have seen people saying it's that. Sorry, give me a moment. Have issues with my nose. Now for every duplicate occurrence of an insert, get it up. So if I have 12 times the doubling, that could be 4,000 ingots of infinity, really? Nah. Like maybe at the beginning, probably I won't be doing full sequence because if the cost doubles every time you do wrong, it will go to high up. So I'm going to try to keep it low. Now, I will use an ULV input hedge for infinity. That way it can't do that. Do I have a ULV? If I had a ULV input hedge. Oh yeah, this one. Oh, at the beginning I will use this one for infinity to limit how much infinity it can eat. Here, export. And I'm also going to use an export bus to limit even more. Okay, cable. Then I'm going to use a stock keeper for water. And those are going to be the two inputs. Here is my cable. The outputs, I will soon figure out the best way of managing those. Okay, so you should slowly get infinity inside. Good. Then those things over here. I need to input this one, and I have those outputs. Okay, those are my outputs which I have to manage soon. This one is the old water input. Now, I will do the automation on this side. Let's see. This one is the output hatch. Basically, once the correct sequence... Okay, if the correct catalyst combination is in the sequence of insert catalyst, immediately outputs 2000 stabilized baryonic matter. So basically, I wanted to have a sensor that when this baryonic matter is released, it will stop inserting more catalyst to avoid wasting infinity. To do that, it will output here, then there will be a storage fluid. This one with higher priority to a tank, possibly a small tank. Here, so when it finishes, it will dump the, which one is it? Stabilized baryonic matter. This one. Okay, that way, when it finishes, it will dump in here some fluid, which will mean that the sequence is identified and I have to stop inserting catalysts. That's going to be my sensor. Then, everything else, no, wait, this one can also be dumped back. The two buckets which are instantly outputted are the two buckets which will be required to fix those. It will give back those as broken, so to recover those I need that water. It will be nice to be able to filter only those two buckets, but that's something I can think of later. Then everything else will be dumped into main A2, which is going to be what I will be using for my things. Storage. Here only the unknown particles. Okay. And also I'm going to need a little bit of energy on this subnetwork. Here. Now, this thing here, if I can limit this one to 2 buckets, those 2 buckets are going to be internally looping, basically. So, those 2 will be output. Once the sequence is identified, those 2 buckets will go in there, then those can be used. So, if I get a tank limited to 2 buckets, I could have those internally looping and use that as a redstone signal to when I identify the correct signal, but it's not going to work too nicely. Because if I don't identify the correct sequence, if the correct catalyst combination in the sequence... okay, so if I don't identify the correct sequence, I think it doesn't output the 2 buckets, nor it breaks catalyst. Okay. This one will also have solid outputs. We need a combined output for both solid and fluid. Okay. At this point, I better get a controller too. I'm going to use a bunch of channels here, probably. Here. Then. Okay, some quirks, first 3 quirks have been completed. More to go. Okay, so this water will go in there, then it will trigger a fluid detector cover here. So whenever it senses 2 buckets, it will output a redstone signal, and later on I will think on how to process it. That is the signal that the correct combination is found. Then, since I want to put the catalyst in a specific order, I'm going to use a ULV input bus, which can only input 1 item at a time. This one, I'm going to fit this one here. Okay. The same way of last season, but give me a moment. I have to identify the best sequence, best insertion sequence. Mostly I'm thinking about the other logics now. Then a machine that detect. How is it? This one. This one to know when the machine starts working. Okay. So this one, recipe machine. Okay, recipe progress should be good. Does it work? I think I need a soldering alloy. If I turn it on now, when did it crash? How much time ago did this one crash? 4 hours ago. Yeah, when I misconnected. No, when I lost fuel. So that was the other area which lost energy. Turn on, must make sure. Okay, 3, this one is tier 4. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, I want to see if this one turns on. Yeah, maybe it needs a soldering alloy, maybe not. Oh, of course. Safe mode, enable with redstone. But at this point, I'm not going to use it. Here. Right now I have wireless energy. It's meaningless by battery level. Okay, so this one is working. Power 0. Maybe it's going to go up. It's wasting, okay, 8 million CU per tick right now is nothing. It's wasting one bucket of water and 8 million CU per tick. It's nothing now. So yeah, I do need the soldering alloy. Get me a bunch of. Okay, now power is here. Good. Receiver. Now I'm going to use this one. Is that an insulated version? It should cause less issues. Alright, there. That was okay. Any rubber sheet works. Let's get this. Go. Come on, it should be quick. There it is. So let's get this one down. Oh, you can't have this. Maybe I'm going to use wireless. This one is going to be the starting signal. Plate. Maybe there is a better looking plate. Oh no, it doesn't get the texture. It's here. Okay, it's even better. It's even better if it does not get the text. Power 0. Okay, power 0. Okay, it goes from 0 to 1. Good enough to me. What matters is that it goes from 0 to 1. That means no power to power. So I'm going to have a transmitter here. So let's do. I hope I didn't use this frequency for anything else. Okay, 3110. Okay, that frequency is going to be my start signal. That one here is going to be my stop signal. Wait, let's do a better number. 3001 is start. 3002 is going to be stop. Okay, 3002 stop, 3001 stop. Now I have this sniffer somewhere, but I didn't. I tried not to use wireless. I had some issues in the past with wireless too. Sometimes it looked like it didn't work, the wireless. Maybe even in other mods, but maybe I'm just too paranoid. But wait, it doesn't output those if it never gets inputs. Yeah, if it fails, you don't get this one, neither this one. It destroys the two working catalysts, and it gives you back the broken stuff. Okay, now over here. How many quarks do I have already? Okay, those are crafting. That's going to be 2 sets out of all of that. Then, this one I don't know if it will ever craft. Oh, it's doing this. Okay, it's going to take time. Now, basically, I will load everything in a specific sequence. Usually I use pedestal. It looks nice too on those. Go, make me a bunch. It should be 18, but I may be wrong. Where do I make? Okay, I can do the sequence over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, a little bit too far. Little bit farther. Like here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I don't want to go close to this one. Okay, maybe. Over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It should be that long, but I may be wrong. Now, no. Okay. Last season I loaded it with the conduits. I could do the same. Then I have to do the moving part. Well, first, there should be like 2 sets of conduits. One for loading the train and one for moving it. Thing is that I have only 16 colors, but here I have 18 of those. Okay, here. So, need more. Okay, on the bottom. What can I do on the bottom now? Thing is that I have to move, I will have a train. This will be the sequence to insert. I have to move those one by one. But only with a red. Okay, there is an easy way of doing this. Now, this side will be the insertion. Where is the probe? Conduit probe, conduit probe, conduit probe. I'm blind. Can I just... Alright, I can do it like... Okay, second set of catalyst done. At the beginning, I'm not going to do it full loaded. Okay, then I will have the interface with the stocking curve here. Oh, this is not the subnetwork. This one should go to this subnetwork, but I can use a wireless. So here, extract all, and then I will have to put the correct sequence inside this. I'm just preparing things. Soon I will calculate the correct sequence. Right now I'm just preparing stuff. Can I insert? Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just got another idea. Like last season, I better build those on top of some blocks. Soon you will understand why later. That is mostly for the looks too. Guys, so for now, cobblestone will do. This one. Now here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I got the number wrong, probably. I'm going to start from here. Maybe I will even find out that this number is wrong, I don't know. I need the catalyst before I start calculating the sequence. I could do it even without catalyst, but it's way easier to visualize if I have the correct sequence. So I'm preparing things by the catalyst. I should have grabbed the catalyst before this stream, but that's alright. This one. Okay, all of those will be insert here, 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 here. Those blocks will be used as colors to. I will have a color block to represent which catalyst goes inside later. Now all of the insertion catalyst here, 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 here. This one, 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 and this one. Okay. Then this stuff will take from an interface. This interface has to be on the subnetwork here. I'm going to prepare the repair. This one, wireless. This one. Oh, wait. Here. Controllers are cheap. Let's have two. Okay, this one. This one is the worst place possible. Because this one will take from here. This one has to drop inside here. Probably a P2P item will do. Do you use a chest or what to make a P2P item? I don't remember. Okay, here. Okay, item. Oh, come on. Yeah, alright. This one I really don't like it this way. Alright, I can just get this one over there. Okay, that's going to be the catalyst insertion. Later on we will see how it works. Here I will need all of those. One of those needs a slightly different thing. I need to split this one in two due to reasons. To keep it rolling. I can't do input output in the like I have to do it pass one by one. I have to use all of the 16 colors and I still like 2 colors. So since if I remember correctly there is a breaking point, I will also break this sequence, but I don't remember if it is 6 and 12 or what. We will soon calculate it. Here, okay, only 6 left. Yeah, somewhere here I will have a breaking point. I will figure out where later. Then I'm going to start working on the sequence. Oh, wait, once I get this sequence, okay, let's get the laser. I forgot it. Let's get the repairing, set it up to UHV laser. It doesn't need parallel, so even the lowest. Oh, I do need a high tier laser, at least UV laser. So UV source, this one is the minimum. I could use a 200 amps, but I only make a maximum amperage laser to avoid messing up things. This one here, is that it? That is a cosmic neutronium. Whatever, 3 blocks are super. Yeah, cosmic neutronium is. This thing will need energy. UHV energy hatch here. UHV superconductor. How am I getting power into this place? Oh, is that from that LSC over there? Yeah, when I will be removing those lines, I must be careful not to remove power from this place. I need some sort of transformer or something. I don't want to use this power. This one in the future is not going to be much reliable. But no, wait. Buffered. Okay, I'm going to use this one. There. Don't you dare shut up. Still don't have maintenance hatches in there. Okay, this one is UHV. Cables, third cable, this one. Come on. Okay. Here. Here. Okay, that way it has its buffer power. Cribs nowadays are super cheap, so I'm going to use cribs. Auto maintenance. And now crafting input buffer. It's 6 possible things to craft. Maybe I just get baryonic matter inside it. Also, I have to do something, and when this one triggers, it empties. I will do a timer thing. Now, to make this one. Now, the question is, do I get the water inside the machine or inside the crate? It's better if I get water out of this. So, okay. 6 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With banana input hatch. This one will do. Here. Let's have wireless. This one will go to main HU. Export. Okay, that's going to be the baryonic matter to repair the thing. Here I have 27 channels used. That's going to be the 28th. Okay, that will get the water in here to repair things. And interfaces. And I don't have the output. Yeah. Output bus. And it will do. This is the subnetwork. Let's have cable launcher. Here. I don't like cable loops. Now, can I? Here. Okay. This one will be linked to this. And here I will have all of the repair patterns without the water So it's going to be, this one is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, this one was yellow, green. This one is 6. This one is 3. Here. This one is 4. Here. This one is 2. Here. And this one is 1. Okay, so now I'm going to have to explain everything. Okay. Okay, I think I have most of the things prepared now. Okay, this one almost crafted, then it will do the last. Okay. Oh yeah, of course. But here it's missing one part. Okay, so the idea is that this one is to select the correct sequence of. You have to insert those. Basically, whenever this one starts, it's going to expect those two of those in a specific sequence. Like it needs first pink, then yellow, or maybe first blue, then red. You have to keep trying until you guess the correct sequence of two of those catalysts. It shouldn't matter, like it, blue pink is the same of pink blue. It doesn't matter the order, it's just one next to the other. Okay, second block. The order of catalysts in the combination does not matter. So up down can be identified by inserting down up. So you only have to find the correct. Okay. Then if you insert, every time you insert one of those, it needs one ingot of infinity. If you insert 2 times one of those, like 2 times the down quark here, it will double the cost of infinity for all of the I don't know if it doubles the cost for the rest of the tries or just for this color. I think if you insert like 3 times blue, from that moment on, everything else is going to cost 8 times as much. 4th time, it becomes 16 times as much. So you must be careful not to insert twice the same. You have to insert some of those 3 times to always get it to work, which is really bad. So probably going to do half of the sequence at the beginning to avoid duplicates. At the end of a successful recipe, okay, so you have to guess those two. If it successfully guess when you successfully guess the sequence, it will output a little bit of fluid to tell you that you can stop inserting things. And it also gives you 2 broken of those, which you can repair in there. Here I have the repair patterns, basically. And here we'll have all of those always ready to be used. So theoretically, I will always want 4 of. Oh, it's getting those from main A2. I forgot to set a couple of things. Maybe I can even leave it work like that. Okay, there is a filter here. Why is it ignoring the filter? Fluid. Okay, fluid storage bus. Insert only. This one has a filter. Why is it getting this stuff if it is filter? Whatever. Insert only. Now it will no longer mess it up. Okay. I also need a storage. just storage for those. Here I can have some storage for all of those. Okay, I could filter it. This one is super high, so those gets dropped into mainnet. This one minus. Yeah, that is to make sure that when this fluid is produced, it goes in there and it will trigger this thing, this stop signal. But while I don't want to just trigger the signal, I also have to empty this thing. And also, this fluid here is going to move here 2 times, because one time it will be outputted when the correct sequence is identified, one time once the whole game is complete. So, interface, I'm going to pump out things from here when I get the signal. I want to. Okay, 3 channels on this cable, good. So basically, well, I can just use a conduit for all of this job. 20 buckets per tick is going to do it. It's going to empty this one in 2 ticks. Alright, so whenever the game is complete, it will output a signal which will empty the tank, but it will also trigger the end game thing. I wanted to have a timer. How's it called? State tab. My favorite red power thing. Go. And I don't have the pattern for making it as a single thing. Okay, it's slowly crafting. This one is taking too much. Wonder, it's probably making cosmic neutron or other things. How much time does it take to make a catalyst? Yeah, it's doing tesseracts. Stop it. That's why it's not making my catalyst, because it's making tesseract. Okay, 1 minute each other. Also, do I have, wait. Okay, no, that's copper. Do I have, how is it called? There is one thing I wanted to check. What do I call what? Oh yeah. Okay, I don't have any pattern for this one, which is good, because I don't want a pattern for this. Okay, now over there. State cell here. Basically, I don't want this signal to last 2 ticks. So to make this signal long, here, I said 3002. Okay, and here, this will make this signal. Using this one like that will make the redstone signal coming in from here last 2 extra seconds, which should be enough. This lock is to add more time. The out is to do something else once this timer run off. Basically, when this one gets a signal, it outputs the signal here for this amount of time. You can lock the timer by giving redstone here. Once it's complete, it gives off redstone over. I really like this redstone gate. It's super useful. There are many automation setups which can really be. This one can really be useful in many automation setups. Over here. Oh, it's also doing a nice progress here. Good. Okay, soon I will get the red work too. Okay. Now, basically, when I get the signal 3001, I will start inputting the things. This signal here will be triggered twice. No, rip. It was 3002. The only issue is that this signal here will be triggered twice. One time when I identify the correct sequence, one time when the process ends. Like one time for the 2000 bucket, which is what I'm looking for, one time when this one is done. So I have to kind of take that into consideration. Basically, I can use the start signal either to load the catalyst or to start the game. I think I will use the start signal to load the catalyst. Soon I'm going to... Oh, here, okay. Not soon, right now. But before I do that, I want to identify the current sequence. So we have to we have to use the least amount of guesses to figure out which one of those two, one after the other, this thing is looking for. Quark really... Okay, I have enough to start doing my sketch. I have 19 more, so I can do 3 more of each. Okay, 3 of those. 3 of those. Some extras inside the loop will make things work better. Here and 3 of those. After you get 3 of each, it doesn't matter too much which kind you get. It's going to... When you can keep those restocked, it's going to self-balance out by crafting whatever it needs. Every time the correct couple is the one which breaks, so you have to figure it out. Anyways, now let's do the minigame. Now, the way I like to figure things out is... let me get... I need the draw board. Okay, perfect. Okay, I have 3 of each. Now my draw board will be here. So I need 3. It's 6 by 6. I tried to do this last season, but internet issues. 15 only? I thought it was 18. Another roxanne. Okay, each one of those. Concrete. So, light blue for this one. This one looks like there should be pink too. Okay, let's get the keys here. Okay, so red one here. Green like blue. Pink maybe no, pink is more like it. This one is blue and yellow. Okay, those are the colors of I'm going to use those blocks to represent the various catalysts. So here I'm going to place all of the catalysts. And then here. Is that 15 something you came up with or what? Oh, okay, you are just saying the amount of combination. Okay. Thing is that if you try the combinations like that, you're going to need a 30k at least, because to try 15 combination, you're going to do 15 combination, but you will have to insert 30 of those if you go copper. Thing is that if you do blue, yellow, pink, it's going to be 2 combinations with only 3 quarks. So there is a way of doing that with 18 in total, if I remember correctly. So anyways, as we are, I was going to start. Yeah, but yeah. You said something correct. So basically, first of all, like it needs a combination of 2 of those. It cannot be blue with blue. So this one is not a combination for what we are doing. This one is not. The whole diagonal is not a combination. Like this is not a combination for what we are doing. Then yellow with blue is the same of blue. Okay, do I read this one by line or by? I think by line is better. Blue with yellow is the same of yellow with blue. So that means that basically the whole diagonal, the whole one side of the graph, like this one is going to be the symmetrical of this one. So we only have to work with one side, since red with green is going to be the exact same of green with red. So I only consider this one and not its symmetrical. Now I need another block. Which block can I use? What's another stone marble? Let's use white. Horizon, same thing. So we have to start with one of those. The color doesn't read. I can drop those in there. I should rearrange. Okay, perfect. Okay, it doesn't matter with which color we start. It's always the same. Okay, it's 3 of each. It's the same. It doesn't matter the order. So we are going to start probably with the blue. Random color. The first one I had in here, so I'm going to start with blue for that reason. So blue is going to be the first thing we will insert. After blue, again, it doesn't matter which one. So I'm going to do yellow because it's the second I have here. Now, this one will be blue and yellow. That's the first combination. So yellow, blue here, that's inserted. So no need to do this one. Basically, I have to fill this whole thing using the least amount of things. From yellow, we can do something else. Next one I have here is pink. So that is yellow, pink. Pink, yellow, same thing here. Next, light blue. So pink, light blue, pink here. After which, green. So green with light blue here. Then red, and that's red, green. Alright, and now the interesting part starts. Because now, okay, inserting this stuff was 1 infinity ingot each. Now I have inserted each one, so I have to insert the first duplicate if I get to this point. And now we have to choose something. Blue is the first one I have in my inventory, so let's go with blue. That's going to be red, blue. So red, blue, here. Next. Yeah, but since you basically... not, but okay. I think you should focus mostly on having fun, to be honest. I don't wanna be one of those annoying life coaches or whatever. I think you should just play the way you have fun. When you don't have too much fun or you have some issues, then you should look for your exact issue. Now, going back. Now, after I got red, blue, yeah, I shouldn't get, okay, now I don't want to get distracted. Sorry, I'm going to avoid reading chat too much now. Red, blue. So blue is the first duplicate. From now on, it's going to be 2 ingot insertion each, I think, but I'm not sure. I think everything I insert from now on is going to double the amount of infinity required, but I may be wrong. I'm not sure. I don't know if it doubles for like every time you insert a duplicate, or if it doubles with the first duplicate, first triplicate. I will keep an eye on it while it works. I have a ULV input hatch just because this way that the maximum amount it can take, then it will crash. Anyways, now red with blue, marked it. So from blue I need something else. The colors I haven't used with blue are pink, light blue, and green. I'm going to use pink because it's the first one I see here. Now, from pink, I can do green. Here. Green. From green, I can do either yellow or blue. If I insert again blue, it's going to be the triplicate. I don't know if it works like that, but I want to use different colors as possible, as much as possible. So after green, it will be yellow. Now, yellow can do either light blue or red. Light blue hasn't been inserted in a while, so yellow, light blue. Here. Now, light blue can do only blue. And that's going to be the third time I insert blue, but I haven't inserted red. Oh, wait, light blue also here, red. Okay, then it's perfect. So, red. Now, red can do pink or yellow. Let's do pink. And that's the third time I insert pink. Now, after pink, okay, and now pink, there is nothing which can go after pink. So this sequence like that is complete. I do remember the need of doing two sequences. I will explain later why I don't think you can do it with a single sequence. Basically, that is one sequence. There is going to be another sequence, which is going to start with whatever color. Probably going to start it again with blue. Next, I will do blue and light blue. Light blue is cut out. No. Okay, I did something wrong. That sequence doesn't work out because then this one is... Okay, wait. Light blue is here. I can do that like that. That also works out. Light blue, then blue. I just added this one here. Still works out. Light blue, then blue. Oh, wait. Light blue, then green. So, the blue is now in the middle here. Light blue is the thing I marked. I only inverted the two here. Then green. So that is blue, green. Here. And finally, yellow, red. Yellow, red still is missing. There was a way of doing that with two sequences. Yellow, red is missing. How many is... That should be 17 probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, that could be something to ask AI. How do you describe the problem? It will take a little bit to create a appropriate prompt. Oh, how can we ask this to AI? We'll ask Gemini. I'm going to try again. I want to try with a different approach. Then I may ask AI. I have to think on how to prompt that properly. Yeah, exactly. Telling it what to do, what is exactly the objective is not too easy. Instead of not working with picture, I think is not a good idea. Rather, you should ask what is the best sequence to try out all of the combinations of those and explain a little bit what combination means in this context. Now let's start again with blue, then yellow, blue and yellow, but this time yellow. Now I think the first sequence like that is not much of a big deal. After I do red, what is the 15 sequence? I don't know. I don't think you can do it with 15, but I may be wrong. There was something I noticed last season which made me think it was not totally possible. Now, red. Like, yeah, that's the thing. If you just look up the solution, in my opinion, you are kind of losing the fun. Alright, let's do pink after red. So there. Then after pink, I'll point if you wanna dictate it. Pink after red. Well, you could make a tutorial on it if you wanna calculate. How do you calculate this kind of thing? Pink. Okay, red, pink. From pink, I can either do blue or green. I think I'd better go with green. Okay, green and pink. Green and where is green? Pink here. Okay, that way all of the combination with pink are now completed. Now green has two outputs. There is one thing which I will explain at the end, which I don't think you can do a single sequence. I mean, it's going to be a single sequence, but there will be a breakpoint. Because with an even number, there is one issue. It's more, you can see it better later on. Later, you can also give me your solution. Maybe if you give me your solution soon. Let me finish this one, then you can give mine. Yeah, exactly. Someone told you needed more than. There is one reason last season I didn't figure out. Once I completed the sequence, the double sequence, I noticed one thing which explains why you can do it with a single sequence. Like, it's basically two fragments, but once I complete it, it should be easier to show and explain why it must be like that. Now, after green, I can do either yellow or blue. Blue can do 4 things, so it's better to go with blue. After blue, or probably should have tried to. No, wait, I think I have to go with the odd one. But okay, blue. After blue, I can do everything. I wanna move either red or yellow are good, but yellow is already done, so I have to jump to red, theoretically, for what I remember. Then red, I can do yellow or light blue. Both have 3 slots, so both are good. Let's go with light blue. Light blue, I can do either yellow or blue. Let's do. Oh no, if I do blue, I'm going to finish first. So light blue, let's do yellow. After yellow, I can do. Okay, and now it's going to get to an end. I have to pick the correct one here. It's either green or red. If I do red, it's going to be the end of the sequence. If I do green, too. No, I think I did again a mistake. I did again a mistake because if I complete this one here, yellow, green cannot be connected to anything. Maybe you should look at the reason why you need two sequences so I can understand how to end it. Let's go back. Yellow, light blue, yellow, light blue, removed. So light blue, instead of yellow, I'm going to do blue. Okay. Then blue will do pink. And that completes it. Then the other one is going to be just light blue, yellow, light blue. No, I think it's wrong again. Because then green and then there is still one missing. There was one way to not have the one missing. How did you get that sequence? Let's check it. I did figure out a way last season. I keep getting stuck now. Let's see. Blue, yellow, pink, light blue, green, red. I didn't figure it out last season. Pink, green, yellow, red, light blue, blue, green, pink. Okay, there is one issue. I can't see the double sequence. No, maybe there is. No, maybe there is a double sequence. I don't know yet. Let's check if this one is valid. How long is this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I do remember it being 18, but I may be wrong. Blue, yellow here, then yellow, pink, pink, blue, blue, green. Okay, this is the usual. Blue, green, green, red, green, red, red, blue, blue, pink, blue, pink here, pink, green, pink, green, green, yellow here, yellow, red here, red, light blue here, light blue, blue here, seems pretty good. Blue, green. Okay, I did it correct. Blue, green, green, pink. Oh, green, pink is not. Okay, green, pink. This one is duplicated, so this does not count. Pink, red, and yellow, light blue is. There is no yellow, light blue present in this sequence. Almost. Almost. It's missing one. It's missing one, that sequence. There is one reason. I don't remember last season. I did figure out a way last season. Okay, stop giving me AI tries. Now I wanna do one myself. Okay, let's start blue, yellow, but I'm not going to do the diagonal this time. Yellow. I mean, okay, the first three don't do a difference. Yellow, pink. Now, yeah, yellow, pink. Okay, those are the two colors. Now I wanna jump to something slightly different. But if I insert blue again, it doubles the amount of infinity. Maybe it's better to do a slightly longer C. No, it's not. I wanted to say, if I don't aim for the perfect sequence, maybe there is a different, like, if I don't want the perfect sequence and I want a shorter one, maybe it's a different start piece of sequence than a piece of the complete one. So I'm going to avoid waiting too much for duplicates. I will do one extra, which is going to be pink, blue, like blue, pink, like blue. Now I want to jump back to this one, yellow, yellow, light blue. Then from yellow to green. Then green. Green, I can do pink. Now I want to do a little bit of red too. So green, red here. No, wait. I don't like the idea of getting the extra infinity right away. So I'm going to try to start with the diagonal. So the diagonal is this one. Okay, this is the diagonal. Then blue and maybe red. No, blue. If I leave blue here, it's like a special. Okay, I'm going to explain why you need two sequences, since I more or less remember why. Thing is that the amount of touching things here is 5. So each color here has to touch 5 different colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blue has to go with 5 colors. Yellow has to do 5 colors. It's blue and blue plus those 4. Pink has to do 5 colors. Those 3 plus those 2. Light blue has to do 5. Those 2 plus those 3. So each one of those has to go with 5 colors. If you do the matching, how was it? There was an easy way of showing it. So thing is that being an odd amount of matches, like if you match this one with 5, yeah, also, yeah, the other issue is that I want to minimize the amount of infinity. There was a reason why it being, each color has to touch 5 colors, but okay, whenever you do a sequence, wait, different one. Whenever you do a sequence, this one is going to have 2 neighbors. So if you have to do 6 colors, like if you need the yellow to touch each different color, you are going to be left with this. Like those are the 5 colors touching yellow. So by having 5 color touches, you can't have this one in the middle of the sequence. You are going to need yellow at the end of the sequence. Like this stuff can be inside any sequence because it's going to touch, like it gets inside, it gets out, gets inside, gets out. But this one is going to be at the edge of a sequence. So that thing repeats for each color. Like this is the case of yellow, but every other color has the exact same issue. You are always you need each color to have one end at the sequence. Since a sequence like we are kind of talking about has only one start and one finish, that means that only 2 colors can be, one at the end and one at the start. But there are 6 colors, so in the middle there are going to be something like you need 2 different sequences at least to get the 6 start and end. That will be 3 sequences. Wait. Doesn't that explain that you need the 3 different sequences? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking before that by doing a suboptimal sequence, I can use less infinity. Do I need 3 sequences or 2? Because now that I look at it like that, I need 3 starts. And no, there is one reason why 2 sequences are enough. There is something I'm forgetting. So I have to prove myself two sequences are enough and I don't need three. Because maybe two are not enough. If two sequences are not enough, that explains why every time I had one hole. That hole would be the two. I think last season I had two sequences plus a couple left over. The last couple could be less. And that will be the 16 plus 2, which is 18. Both of the tries we had, both of the times I tried, we had a 16 sequence. Oh. Okay, let me... No, okay, let's try again this one. Okay, so at this point I have yellow. I have to connect something to yellow. Let's go with yellow light blue. I could do yellow blue. It's super important here to... Do I have to go back to blue or... Oh wait, I screwed up my inventory. It's blue, yellow, pink, blue, yellow, pink, light blue, green. Okay, that was the way I usually start. Okay, blue, yellow, yellow, pink, pink, blue, blue, green, green, red here. Okay. Meanwhile, here stuff is crafting. Give me a moment. Okay. Now, from red, I'm going to jump back to blue. I wanna get this one out, and then blue can do pink. Blue, pink. Okay, pink can only do either green or red. Both of those have three leading choices, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Let's do red. Okay, pink, red. Then from red I can either do light blue, which can do something and then finish. No, wait. Light blue, then I have... Light blue will be left over after this, if I do light blue. If I do yellow, yeah, both of those... After the yellow, you have two left over, because blue is the only one which could, with an odd number, basically, because it's at the hill. Yeah, basically, if... Oh, maybe I have to stop here and start a new sequence. Because right now, red and blue are the only two at the head of a sequence, so those two are the only two with an even number. So I have to start another sequence with another odd number, with something with the odd numbers, like yellow, pink, for example, which are pink with yellow. Oh, yellow, pink is here, sorry. So I need to start a sequence with something of those three. Green is not used much and is stuck in the middle. Something else with green, either pink or yellow. Okay, yellow is not much used. Green, yellow, but maybe I shouldn't pick something because it's not much used. Okay, we got a most optimal. I will check the most optimal soon. Soon I want to see how that is. I'm going to complete this one, then I will check this most optimal. Yeah, I got it. Pink, but I have fun trying. Oh, okay, optimize per infinity. Pink and green. Oh no, did I misplace it? Did I just drop this one in there? Yeah, this one was supposed to be here. Green, yellow is not present. Okay. Pink, green. Then pink. Oh, pink will be complete. So it's better to be like that. Blue blue, no, light blue, sorry, to yellow, because then you can do many things. Yellow to green. Okay. Green to blue will end this sequence. Green to blue will end this sequence. And then, yeah, it's always going to be three sequences. It's always going to be three sequences for what I explained earlier. So at this point, it's better to keep the other sequences. It's better to have one long sequence and then shorter one. I wanna try another one, then I'm going to do it the mainstream way probably. Okay, so this is the starting. Blue, yellow, yellow, pink, pink, light blue, green, green, red. Then from red, we have to reinsert blue. From blue, let's do pink. From pink, let's do green. From green, let's do yellow. From yellow, light blue, blue. And that, no, then I can do green. And that completes the first sequence. Then, wait, did I just find light blue, red? Light blue, red. Then I can do red, pink. And finally yellow, red. I think it may has to be like that. So this one is the optimized one. And then I have the missing stuff. So this one I think is one solution I could use. Thing is that when you propose those sequences, you can just switch the letters. Like if you switch the up with down or down with up, nothing will change. There is that too. Yeah, I don't know what the colors are for those sequences. That's my issue. Okay, here I have more of those. Now, blue is up. Yellow is strange. Pink is down. Light blue is bottom. This one and this one. Okay. So. Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. So maybe those sequences are the exact same. Now let's see. You have up is blue, with followed by down, which is pink. Up, down. T is top, red. Then B is... So first you are trying out all of the colors. If I rearrange those colors, I could get the equivalent to mine. Top. T. Wait, which one? Oh no, I got lost between the two sequences. I wanna start with the first proposed, which is up, down, up, down, after down, C, which is charm. This one. If I do it like that, no wait, it's down. Okay, not easy to do it like that. Like converting it back and forth with chat is annoying. Down. This one is charm. Green is charm. Then S is strange. Yellow. Yellow. Then T is red. Yeah, I'm getting confused. I didn't place those correctly. I didn't match the thing. So yeah, I need those to be converted. If I do the conversion like that in English with chat, I get lost. Okay. So do I use my sequence? I think this should be good enough. Green, no. Green and blue are the only two 3 points. This part is the super infinity expensive. If I leave this part out, I should spare a lot of infinity. It's going to fail a couple of times, but I think it's worth it. Now, let's see. I start with blue. The starting point is, if I invert it, nothing changes. So here, all right, that is my sequence. Here, and here. Okay. Too much color causes issues, so next I'm going to have cobblestone. So most likely I'm going to use this sequence. By the way, I have left 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Yeah, it's 18. That is 18. What? How long is yours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wait, I got lost. 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1. Yeah, yours is 18. Yeah, 18. So 18. 18 is the length. This sequence here in 3 parts is 18 long too. So it's kind of matching the thing. I think it's 18. Like it must be 3 sequences. Like it's a sequence, but it's actually 3. I don't know yours. Yeah. Yeah, mine is 18 too, so I really think it's 18, but the reason why it's 18 is what I explained earlier, like it must be 3 sequences, because if you need this one, you have to match each color with 5 touching things. So each color needs to be at the start and end of the sequence. You have 6 colors. To touch each other, you have 5 pairings for each color. Being an odd number, you're going to need each color to be at the tail or head of the sequence. With 6 colors, that means 3 sequences. So you're going to need exactly 3 sequences. And from that, somehow you derive that 18 must be the thing. I'm too lazy to do the math. But yeah, it must be 18. That is exactly what I came up with last season too. I did try to explain this on stream. My connection was not good enough. This time it looks like I could manage to show and explain why it must be like that. I don't know how worth it is to insert those two. Now I'm going to do here kinda of a little break. I want this break mostly so I can reset conduits. Here, 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 here. Like I can't do the conduit the way I don't know how to explain it. Oh no, wait, I can do it. Like I'm going to have the conduits to let me set it up. So this one is going to be green goes inside the machine whenever it gets redstone. Red alloy. Okay, all of these, I will see the condition for this later. So green on redstone goes there, but it's going to also insert previous one, which is going to be extract brown, previous one, blue. This one is going to be previous one and blue. Purple and cyan, like this one. Then extract light gray, insert pink and extra gray, insert pink. This one. Extract pink, insert lime. Extract lime, insert yellow. Extract yellow, insert light blue. Extract light blue, insert magenta. Extract magenta, insert orange. Extract orange, insert nothing because I'm going to change color, otherwise I don't have enough colors. Okay. Okay. Thing is that the only thing I don't know if you should optimize for having first a super long sequence and then a shorter one, or have those equal length. But I think you use less infinity by making the first sequence the longest possible. I may be wrong. Thing is that when you do green to light blue here, in this moment, like this one for sure will not work, so it's guaranteed that this insertion won't work. Same goes from pink to red. Like green light blue was already tested here. So wherever you jump from one part of the sequence to the other, you have one guaranteed failing insertion. That's why I try to make first the longest possible. Okay, now next is pink, red, blue, red in the middle, the others two don't really matter. Okay, pink, red, blue, and then yellow and red are missing. Yeah. Okay. And that's the extra stuff which I may add in the future. For now, we'll probably only insert this one. I would also like to calculate just the insertion of this one and taking into account the failure chance, which is going to be 1, 2, 3 out of 15. So if I only insert this one, it's going to work 12 times out of 15. And I don't know how much this one uses compared to adding this stuff too. Okay, conduit. Here. Okay, this one is a different method. This one will be insert gray, this one Yeah, I jumped to a random color. Insert pink, extract pink, insert lime, extract lime, insert yellow. Here, extract yellow, insert light blue, and okay. That's going to be all of the insertion, and in the future I can connect this one to also add stuff. Now I have to put all of the filters in there. Can use any eye. Green, blue, light blue, yellow, green, pink, blue, red, green, light blue, pink, yellow, blue. Conduits have issues with copy paste. Light blue, red, pink, red, and yellow. And don't extract from here. It doesn't work with filters. That's the thing. It doesn't work with filters in GTNH. The conduit probe doesn't work with filters. And I think I was sure it used to work. Last time I tried a couple of weeks ago, it didn't. I don't know if it is. But now that we have matter manipulator, I'm probably going to not use it. I'm too much used to conduits from previous seasons, but I should stop using conduits. Also, there are many things I don't like about conduits. Mostly how much different fluid are from. Why don't we have priority for fluids? Why do we need filters for fluid, but for solid, but not for fluid? It can copy paste many things I don't like. Like, I feel like the UIs should be the same for fluid and solid, but they are totally different. Anyways, rant aside. Now. I will most likely try to load here. I have to do here a kind of injection, don't know how to say it. So I want a baby chest, this one. That basically, that's so tight. This one is even working, it's wasting energy. Now, whenever the game is done, I'm going to put this one on this side because I'm going to have a little bit of. Now, this conduit, don't care how ugly it looks. I'm going to have this one fly over there. This one will insert over here the thing. Okay, whenever the insertion is going, it will drop things. Insertion will start with this one. So 3001 is the starting signal. Over here. 3001, this is starting signal. Once the machine starts, I need a pulse former because the signal here will stay on for a long time. So I need kind of a pulse former. Okay. Okay, whenever I craft those, I should do like time 10. State cell. Yeah, let's make a decent batch. Oh, I don't know how to make ruby lances. There. 8. Here. State cell. Okay, just make 10 pointers then. No, wait, it's not state cell. Yeah, it's state cell. Okay, so whenever the game starts, it's going to only get a pulse. And then, oh, there it is. State cell input, output. So this is going to be the timer for the insertion. I think I'm going to give it 30 seconds to insert all of the catalysts. This one is 3001. Okay, so it will get a pulse and 30 seconds to insert all of the catalysts, most likely more than enough. So whenever the machine starts, for 30 seconds, it will allow the moving of catalysts. Those will move one at a time, one step at a time towards the machine. If 30 seconds are not enough, I'm going to add a little bit more. Once it's done with the insertion, well, it doesn't matter. Here it gives a pulse of redstone, which I could use to mark the end of the insertion, but not going to use it. In case I could get it. What I care about is this one, which marks the reaching of the fluid output. This one marks fluid output. One other thing is that if this one is on, it can cause issues. But every time the machine starts, there are like 10 seconds where every time the machine ends, it will output some fluid, which will trigger the end, but it's a fake trigger. This one must not be on while this one is working. So I could add one extra pulse. I want to add a delay, basically. I can use this one to make a delay. I don't like repeaters. I could use a repeater, but you can't easily set the amount. I just like to use this one. This one can also act as a kind of angled repeater. So, but this one I will care about input output. So, there, pulse former. Alright, not better like that. Pulse former. I like to see redstone in the cable. Now 3001 pulse. It will wait 10 seconds just in case, and then okay, when the machine starts, it will form a pulse, so it doesn't keep the redstone on. It will wait 10 seconds, then it will start the 30 seconds insertion time. Now over here, okay, over here, so this one would insert the catalyst straight to the machine. This one, I need this one basically to stop the insertion if it ever finds the correct catalyst sequence. So if I do get the 3002 signal, okay, state cell. I need another state cell. Input, output. Okay. Okay, if I get the fluid output, what? Oh, 3000, not. Okay, if I get the fluid output, it's going to trigger this one, which for 32 seconds, that's too much. It should be in end with this one. Yeah, this is not going to be an issue because that one is going to trigger whenever the thing here works. So it's actually going to be an end with this one. I would like to get a cable there, but nope. So that one is going to be 3003. 3003 means insertion. So instead of a timer, oh wait, I do need the timer. Okay, it's going to be an end here. And gate. So if it got an output and it was inserting, okay, that one is 3002 is got an output and it was in the inserting phase, this one. Then it's going to start the timer here, and for 2 seconds, if this one gets constant, if this one gets constant redstone, does it keep on or does it? Okay. And then for 2 seconds, because why not? It's not an issue. Okay. So if it gets an output and it's in insertion phase, it will move all of those with active with signal, this one without signal. Okay, if there is no signal, it means it's only doing the insertion phase, so it inserts in the machine. Once it gets the output, it's going to trigger this one, and that means it got the correct sequence. So instead of putting inside the machine, it's going to put back into A2. So here, interface, and this one here, cannot here. Okay, and insert. So if the game, if it didn't find the correct sequence and it is in the insertion phase, it will, instead of inserting, it will send back. Okay, I think more or less that should be it. I don't think it should be working just like that. I did get all of the thing. Yeah. Okay, it only needs the loading thing, I forgot. So now I have to figure out the perfect moment for loading this thing. And I think it's right after that. Okay, once it completes the insertion into A2, transmitter, receiver. Okay, once it completes inserting catalyst into the machine, it can start the phase where it inserts things inside the pedestals here. That way, I can give it even a lot of time. It's not something that has to be done in a hurry. Can't figure out a good place for this thing. What's the best place to live in? Probably in out. Okay, I can give it 20 seconds to load up. More than enough, probably. So it's going to be 3004. Okay, 3004 is going to be the insert things. So 20 seconds. Okay, theoretic. Oh, wait. That's not it. I mean, it's correct, but this one is the one which must get the redstone. So, okay, basically it's here. 2, 3, no, it's 4, 3004. Yeah. And then input, output for 12 seconds. That's at the end of the loading phase. All right, I think that's going to make the whole machine start working. Now, let's see if it works. Okay, at some point it should load up catalysts. Okay, now it's in the loading phase, which it's not loaded, so it's not loading. Soon, once this timer runs out, now, okay, now it's loading, perfect, loading the catalyst train. Yeah, 5 seconds were enough. And now I have to wait for the next loop for it to start doing things. I'm going to use this one as a thumbnail while the next thing starts. Okay. Okay, 85, 6, 7, 8, 20 seconds. And then 30, now 20. Meanwhile, why are there no... Okay, it's crafting circuits, good. This one is the usual issue. And okay. 4 seconds in like... Okay, now in like 10 seconds it will start. Soon it will start working. Okay, now it's preparing. 10 seconds and the insertion phase will start. And there. Now it's starting to insert. Why is it not green? Extract, insert here. Active without signal. Oh, I forgot to do that. Okay, maybe I lost too much time, I don't know. Now it's inserting catalysts. Really? It was the first one? Okay, that was lucky. That was lucky. First one worked. That was super lucky. Now I have to wait for this one to complete. Super luck. Oh no, wait. It did insert a third one. That's not good, but I did guess it, and then it's. Did I forget to insert? Why is this one not? Okay, something off. This one should be. Oh, is that already? Oh, okay, that's the next loop. It already filled it up again. This chest is empty. It can never be filled up theoretically. Okay, 96, 7, 8. And this one has new catalysts. Okay, now I should get the baryonic stuff. 9 and 10. Okay, now I should get here perfect, stabilized baryonic matter. I should have 2 broken perfect. Now, soon it will start again. There. It's ticking. This one is ticking soon. Okay, now it's inserting catalyst. Okay, colors are changing. 4, 6, 7, 8. It's inserting, but nothing. How much infinity? Okay, infinity usage is 4 ingots. Okay, I think it found the correct one. No? 13? Oh, it stops at 13 then. It must be the next here. No, just this one will be the next part of this sequence. Let's see if it was in there. Nope. I still have time. So maybe it's one of the last 2. I wonder how much infinity it took for the last 2. Wait, what? How is it missing? Okay, something is off. Did it insert those in the wrong order? How did it not find it with the full sequence? Which one could be the missing? Charm, top, bottom, charm, top. Okay, here it's weird because top, charm, bottom, top, charm, bottom. There is something wrong here. This one is a repetition. That must be wrong. Something went wrong here. It can't be like that. Yeah, it can be because it inserted twice the same sequence. Something is wrong. Either I put it wrong in there. Red, green, blue is repeated. I don't see red, green, blue twice. This one is red, green, light blue. Okay, now it's going again. It did insert things wrongly. It should have been 13. Where is the 13? There is one of those missing now. Oh, maybe I know the issue. Maybe the issue is that it ran out of... Yeah, okay, the issue is that it's missing things. I don't have enough catalysts to keep it up. Yeah, at the beginning you have this issue. I'm going to make it go full loop anyways. Yeah, that's an issue. I don't have... yeah, if there is one hole, everything gets screwed up. Probably I should try to prioritize. So, I'd rather have the front filled up and holes at the bottom. Or, theoretically, I should always fill up all of this. 6, 7, 8, but it inserted 18 earlier on, so 9, and I think the interface only restocks if it can do 4, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and also it could be an issue if it can't move the whole sequence. Okay, no, it does have enough time. Okay, it does have enough time to move everything. Yeah, something of... yeah, there is one missing through. Am I that unlucky? There is one miss. Yeah, I'm low on green. Also, this one triggers only after. Okay, after insert, if it insert things in the machine only after this one trigger. Okay, now it's full train. So let's see. Now that the full. Oh no, missing this one. At least it moved it. Moved it in there. But I should have. Am I losing 2 plus? I'm convinced I lost those. I had 6 of each. Some of those are missing. Same thing happened last season too. I'm convinced that sometimes this one voids for some reason. Or somehow those got voided. I should have 6 of each of those. Did I leave some somewhere? If I want 10 more, I can craft. Blue is the one which is missing. Foiled. Okay, those need a little bit more. Oh, also need a crafting CPU in there for it to restock. Storage. I could use a small. I could use a 1K one, but I have this one. I'm going to use this one. Over here. Now it's missing a degree. Is it because... Oh, okay. I need to load the train twice, because right now half of those are inside the machine and half are preparing for the next loop. So one other solution is that I simply remove everything. Okay. And I'm going to give it back on the next loop with the new ones. That way it's going to fill up everything. Right now it says, okay, this time it also found it, luckily. Next time I'm going to not do anything, and then I can load it fully. I need a little bit more of those. Okay, it's making 2 blue. Don't know which other I could need. I will soon see what I miss. But ideally I need way more in the loop. Okay, soon it's going to load, but it doesn't have anything to load because I'm keeping those in there. Okay, and next time it will have. Okay, next time it will have enough for loading the whole train. Good. So next loop I will see if it actually works. Okay, I also got the 2x, 1 extra. Did it repair the broken ones? Yes, it also repairs something here. Okay, this time it could fully load the train. Next loop I will see. Must make sure it's green, blue, light blue, yellow, green, pink, blue, red, green, light blue, pink, yellow, blue, light blue, red, pink, red, yellow. Okay. Yeah, probably it will go to the proxy. Yeah, proxy hatch is most likely. No, plasma mixer. Probably plasma mixer first. Probably plasma mixer will be the first thing. Then, because I really need more plasma mixing. Okay, 30 seconds to see if this time it will work. Yeah, this time the sequence seems to be complete. It shouldn't fail. Okay. Yeah, last time I did this stuff, I was beta test. The waterline was just added. I was beta testing it, and it was voiding those things every now and then, but it got fixed. So this time I was already prepared for something. Still, I have, by loading the train after the insertion, I need one set of catalysts to fill up this one, and one set will be inside the machine, and one set has to be here. Okay, now it's inserting. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. It's going to always insert one extra too. With my... Okay, 15 worked. And it should insert a 16 too. No, it doesn't. Good. Maybe it was on 14. And now it doesn't have enough to fill up the train. Yeah. It's missing green. Green is missing. Let's get 2 extra. Go. How much? Okay, this one will slowly fill. I think I can add parallels now. 7 millions, I can do 70 millions. Could do even more. How much am I doing here? Yeah, I could do another 0. Maybe let's do like 25. I could reduce the other parallels. How much energy is this whole thing using? Yeah, 1 billion, maybe I could save up some energy. Well, I'm going to let it run like that. I can hope it works without some catalyst. There are odds of it working. The stuff someday will craft. This one here. And one. Maybe. Yeah, it's making top work. Okay, it does work. Perfect. Like until I get enough to keep it kind of filled up, it's always going to repair too many. To repair the wrong one. Also, it should be each color is only repeated 3 times. So it's probably better if I just keep 3 for now. Keeping extra is better, but for now. Okay, if I do it like that, it should be good enough. Theoretically. I only need like 2 or 3 extras and it should be good. I should have loaded this one before the insertion to avoid that issue. If I loaded the train before the insertion, I wouldn't need that many works. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I said. The main issue is that I'm loading the sequence after the insertion instead of before. There. Okay, I think now it has enough to work. Keeping 1 extra in there was another mistake. All right, full sequence. Last time it did work. Also, if it finds this sequence earlier, it's going to have to send back everything. So the issue only happens if it is the last catalyst, the one needed. Yeah, if I get a bunch more inside the loop, it won't have issues. I can give it any kind of those, and then it's going to fix the issue because it will craft whatever it lacks of. But I need more inside the loop. Okay, green one. I'm crafting 2 greens. Now I could make 1 extra per kind, and it's probably going to work well enough. And blue. Okay, I think with that it should become perfect. Okay, now it's using 200 millions, and okay. And now it's going to start producing a decent amount. I'm also wondering if I got the... No. I'm wondering if is that 1% multiplied by the parallel? I'm wondering that. Not that. Yeah, okay, still nothing. I do remember people memeing about getting unknown participles by this one. That's not the best way of making unknown participles. Yeah, true. Last season 2 I ended up doing a second batch of file generators quite quickly, but I already got one UAV miner. Let's see if I can get the second one. Okay, the calculation time is because it's making rocket parts inside the molecular assembler with tools. That's why it takes so much to calculate this one. I'm going to wait. Okay, to craft MK3 I need MK2. Can I get an MK3? Ooh, that was lucky. Or do I need those for the plasma mixer too? No, I don't. That was lucky. Yeah, true. So yeah, now we know it's not a meme, it's truly the best way of getting a known participle. Because yeah, I mean it perfectly overclocks, so technically yes. It's cheaper to get more parallels in there than getting things for the QFT. Don't remember. What is the formula of? Is it one parallel per catalyst or what? Oh yeah. Every recipe requires a catalyst. Each catalyst has one parallel. But crafting catalyst at some point becomes more annoying than just increasing it here. Now, this one, start with missing ingredients, go. Alright. I could start the plasma mixer with mixing ingredients at this point. This one, did it work? It should always work, I think. Yes. That's being quite unlucky. Always at the 13 lately. Random check. Okay, what is wrong here? Random check. Oh, okay, it's out of neutron. Okay. It's out of neutronium. I also need the neutronium for other reasons. That's not good. Yeah, it needs neutronium. RIP. It also needs erythron. Oh no. My DDPR stop. Okay, those are still working good. I have the backup neutronium, luckily. That was a close call. Losing a neutronium here was a worse deal than losing it into the water plant. Luckily I noticed. Why is it not restocking neutronium? Sometimes it cancel give ups with the restocks. Wait, I do have a neutronium restock in there. 10 millions is probably not enough. Did you get? Oh, one, no. That. Also infinity? Oh, it's trying to keep up. Okay. Am I out of? It also needs neutronium for drilling tips, so it has to craft. Oh, I think it's out of neutronium because at the beginning of this stream, it was doing neutronium instead of my catalyst, so I threw it away. Yeah, it was crafting things in there at the beginning of the stream. I threw everything away to get my catalyst, and probably it was still waiting the neutronium I threw away at the beginning of the stream. This one is doing catalyst, and here I have, okay, this is just leftover fuel. Let's take it. Okay, now it's doing neutronium. First, it will fill up this one. Oh, so nice. First time I see all of those red. Those should always be red. It means the backup stuff is backed up. Everything red here means it has backed up all of the fuels it needs. Over here. So now it should have neutronium. Good. At the beginning, I thought those tanks were big. Now, that is like the second time this happens. I should have used bigger tanks. Okay, now it got neutronium. Okay, so 5 buckets. It can do like 6-7 runs with this tank. So 6-7 times it needed neutronium and it didn't have any. Whatever, it's not. I mean, it's wasting 300 million C per tick. Oh, it failed. Yeah, 15, and it's not 18. It's out of green quarks. Yeah, the thing is that if it fails, it's eating all of the catalysts. It gets in a bad loop where it keeps eating more and more and more. Okay. Okay, now it's fully loaded. And there are more quarks crafting too. Those two are crafting. How many quarks? What is this one doing? Okay, now it's doing all of the neutronium, of course. I didn't let it finish Tesser. I would like to complete those things. But whatever, I stopped this one. Now it can recover. Anyways, water 8. I already got 100k water 8. Baryonic matter is first restocking this laser to repair catalysts. Oh, it's already? Nice, first 21k left over. Plasma mixer, I didn't start it. Is the Napoli line broken? Is the Napoli line broken or is it just waiting a little bit? Broken. It's out of fluorine probably. Yeah. No fluorine. I'm going to work this stuff. I must pump fluorine here. Fluorine is 7-2. 7-2 here. 7-2. I would like to keep pumping Xeon indefinitely. Thing is that either I get a pump for each kind with a tank, but it's never going to be big enough, or I have to get, or I filter each single fluid storage cell, but best solution is to get digital singularities. But I want to get space-time before that. Alright, now it's pumping fluorine in aqua line with the resume. This one is crafting, this one is crafting. Let's see here. Okay, it's not in this insert. Okay, now it's inserting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. It forces 1 second of delay every time. Okay, got it at the 8th try. Shouldn't the red... Why did it insert green twice? The starting one is blue, I think this green was inserted later. What, like when it switches here the sequence orientation, I think it plays one. Wait, this timer here. Okay, this. Oh, this timer here needs a little bit more of time probably. 3 is this one. Yeah, I probably needed a little bit more of timer. Okay, no, I should have a screwdriver. I'm going to check, but I'm quite sure I did. Yeah, I did. Probably missed that stream, but yeah. Well, I'm always going to double check. I keep forget. Sometimes I forget. Oftentimes I forget things. So. This time I did it. Yeah. No problem. No problem. It would be normal for me to forget things, so, but I totally understand that you could have missed that. I don't expect you to watch every single thing. Okay, this one. Oh, I basically got this one. Oh, that's the MK3. That is not even MK2, it's MK3, this one. Good. So I'm also going to set up these ones. Okay, I got more work. I mean, I got two. It's something. The more I get in this loop, the smoother it's going to work. Okay, this time it worked at night. Why is green? It shows. Oh, it does start from green. Okay, because I copied it from this to the. Okay, it does start from green. I got confused. And now I realize this sequence is not optimal. It was slightly better. Starting from this side to this side was less infinity than this side to this side, but I'm not going to flip it. I will have to manually flip those filters. If I mess up, it's going to be worse. Yep. It doesn't matter towards the success, it matters towards the infinity consumption. Any way I can think of flipping the insertion order is going to cause issues. So I guess I'm going to spend a little bit more of infinity. It shouldn't affect the success chance, only the infinity consumption. It should always work, regardless. Okay. Okay, one extra. Nice. This was needed. Is it a repairing? There are two broken things. If this CPU doesn't keep working, it may. You could just move the conduits here. There are two ways. Either I change the filters in there, which is a chore and I'm going to do something wrong and I'm going to mess everything up. Or it's not just moving the conduit, because those conduits are manually doing, not manually, it's hard coded with colors. Inverting the sequence means switching the colors basically, and then extracting from here. No, it's going to be multiple clicks. I have to invert the flow of this sequence basically. Either I flip the filters here, or I invert the flow sequence. At this point, flipping things is easier, but it's too easy for me to mess up the moving of filters, so I'm going to keep it like that. It's going to use a little bit more of infinity, but it's going to be less and less relevant, the amount of infinity wasted. I want to see, okay, this time I'm going to see how much infinity it sips. That. This way I can see how much infinity it is. Also, I should keep a tank of infinity for this machine here. Yeah, I should have a tank in there. This one may be a little bit big. Yeah, 4 million infinity sounds like too much. Middle size tank. 64 buckets, not enough. Okay, 96 buckets. Infinity here. Oh, there it is, how much it uses. You can break the cobblestone when you swap the filter so that... Yeah, but I have to keep the sequence. It's not just swapping, it's keeping the sequence. I can too easily mess it up. Okay, this time it used the 3 buckets. That was on... Oh! Oh, come on. Oh no. Did it void? Oh no. Did it void? Okay, no, I still have those there. Okay. It's not processing. It's not processing and it's not waiting. Oh no. That misclick. Oh no, okay. Somehow I have no idea what is going to happen. It's not processing, but it makes me think it's processing even if it is not processing. I have no idea what it's going to do. Let's see if it works. Do we have to load a backup? If it voided all of the catalyst inside, I may load a backup. I could have loaded a backup. Okay, it's working. Now all of those are loaded and I need more of those. Okay, this one every now and then works. It should make some green things. Hello? Yeah, it must have. Someday I will stop using conduits. Okay, that's going to limit the flow to... Okay, I did 2 sequences with 4 buckets, so it's not going to use too much infinity. Okay, got it at the 9th try. Okay, it's working really well. Good. But I'm out of green catalysts. Why? It keeps breaking green catalysts. Okay, this one did just use those. Come on, those are all inside there. Yeah, there are 3 green catalysts inside this machine now. That's where those are. And that probably means it broke. Oh, now it has to craft another batch of 5 generators. Okay, per operation, you mean per water cycle or per catalyst infinity? He said ingots, so 14 ingots is like 2 or 3 buckets. 3 buckets. No, wait, 14 ingots is 2 buckets. Which is more, yeah, 2 buckets is more or less what I'm saying. So I think it's per water cycle. Compared to what? What was what is your calculation with the optimal? Wait, is that just .066 of difference? Is that little the difference? Sounds weird. I would expect slightly more. Well, I mean, after all, it's not even too much different. I would have expected more of a difference by the so quickly reinserted green. Having the red so far and the green so close, I would have expected a little bit more of cost, but cool. Okay, one extra catalyst, but I'm out of green catalysts. Hopefully it will keep crafting green ones soon. But I need more for a change. If it breaks other colors, it's going to craft green. Okay, this time it broke probably yellow, pink. And it's going to craft hopefully a couple of greens now. Okay, one extra, and I think I'm out of catalyst. When I will do another batch of UAV file generators, I will probably craft like 10 more. Now, I have this. Okay, let's set up this one, the MK3 space mining module. Wait, I can't. I can't because... Yeah, I was thinking of upgrading, I can't. I need better motors. I'm out of... yeah, I stopped the restocking of Nakoda drill tips because I don't have Nakoda. So, motor... I have to get this one, data stick. So, the next tier of motor... Okay, this one is plasma mixer, the main objective. This one is the next tier of motor. Okay, now space elevator motor 3 here. Space. Okay, what does it cost to upgrade? I can craft it. I don't see anything too nasty. Yeah, the water egg is going to use all of my baryonic metal. That's the only thing. But the main objective now is the plasma mixer. Okay, it looks cheap. Yeah, I did prepare all of the parts earlier on. I need to prepare all of the parts, so now it can craft. Oh, that's my first time with the proto stuff. I didn't even check how much, but okay. UAV. Oh, I have to get this one in my inventory. Alright, let's get... Nothing happens if I craft this one. I was looking if I was going to have to recraft something, but it seems fine. Now, first, I'm going to need the baryonic metal. One, oh, so good. I have so much. Wait. Are you serious? Is that what I was missing? The checkbox. Okay, I'm producing this one. I already had the pattern now. Fine, proto, whatever it's called. Proto halconite. More or less. Oh no, wait, this is not it. That's the next. No, that's the unfinished step. This one is the finished. Those are the wiring for UAV motors. So yeah. Okay, this stuff is going to be a little bit problematic too. If I don't have a mixed laser prioritizing this, is that exotic? Yeah, this one will take forever. Prosaic, resplendent. Okay, I'm going to get this one to craft exotic. Okay, that way it's going to do exotic soon. Okay. How much? 92. Oh, I'm afraid of turning it on. Maybe it crashes. 11 hours ago. It can't be that. Probably that was when couple of times I lost all of the power in my battery. Hopefully it won't crash. It should be calculated to have enough. Alright, it doesn't have enough power. When you get like 1000 amps in a single cable, it starts to have issues. Yeah, I know, but UEV laser was out of reach. When I built this setup, UEV laser was out of reach. And UHV was rather cheap instead. But thanks for reminding me. Probably 64 amps hatches wouldn't cause the same issues I get with this mess. But later on, I'm going to recycle all of those energy hatches for mixers, cutting machines, and those things. This one maybe just voided exotic catalyst. Exotic. If I can finish this, then I can use the plasma mixer. 26,000 plus something. 60. 13. Oh, I can just see if it is doing resplendent. Yeah, I'm trying to get it done, but yeah. It doesn't seem like I can get enough amps to turn on more. Exotic. What size is the patch? It's going to take too much time. Yeah, I won't get it today, most likely. Most likely tomorrow. Exotic. Okay, that way it's going to have more lasers dedicated. This one is almost done. We'll switch to exotic then. The proto thing is done. Here. Good. Done. Okay, finally ready for motors, but main objective is this one. Okay. I'm K5. Heck. Gorge is getting closer and closer. But this one is my objective. How much hypogen? I could start preparing hypogen coils at this point. I almost... If I take a hypogen out of the backup network, I probably can complete a DTPF. Space-time is one huge objective. Very important objective. Right here. Another plasma mixer. Start over again. Hopefully it will complete. Alright, what else can I prepare? But I think I got what I wanted for today. Tomorrow I'm going to work on the plasma mixer and space elevator. So now, why did I not complete those? Yeah, I'm probably going to quit soon. Give me a moment. Why did I not complete this one? I did stop it right after because I wanted to do the quest part. Okay, it's going to take 10 minutes to get those motors. Nah, I'm going to sleep. I will do that tomorrow. For today, I'm going to quit here. Bye bye.